It's your girl Odie, your resident black girl here signing in. Today we're going to talk about the 2016 Netflix original Message from the King. Now this film is directed by Fabrice Duels, and I don't really know that name. He's not very familiar to me. I don't know any of his work. He's definitely foreign, so so in anticipation of the Black Panther film, I have to review another one of Chadwick Boseman's films. And this one came out last year. It was straight to Netflix original. So let's get straight into it. So we've got Chadwick Boseman, who is playing Jacob King. Now I want to read the synopsis that's on Wikipedia. I have my iPad here. I'm going to read the synopsis that's on Wikipedia. Usually you can go to Wikipedia, you can find the whole plot to most movies. This one, there wasn't much up there. So the synopsis says this: a man travels from South Africa to Los Angeles with just a few $100s in cash to search for his sister. 24 hours in, he learns that his sister has been murdered. Now he has 6 days left to avenge her death. So that's what it said that the movie is about. Now my gripe with this film is, again, the word I love to use, convoluted. The storyline is very, very convoluted. There was a lot of unnecessary things that I felt like they added to the story that I just didn't get. I mean, there was drugs involved, there was sex trafficking involved, there was child molestation involved, there was extortion involved. There was, foreigners I didn't even really understand who was the threat here, where they came from, why they killed Chadwick Boseman's sister. None of it made sense. At first, he's going to go see a dentist, and it's like, okay, did she have like some royal teeth? And so I'm thinking, okay, is his last name really King, or is he like actually a king? And so like, did she have like royal teeth and they were trying to get her teeth? I didn't understand. Chadwick Boseman, I love you so much. You're a wonderful actor, but this film had me scratching my head. And it's funny because a lot of people love it. A lot of people are just like, oh, did you see Message from the King? It was so great, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just sitting there like, it was all right. I've actually watched it now, I think 4 times, and I'm still not quite sure what exactly happened. So let's just go through it. So he gets to LA. He's being questioned by customs. You only have $600. What exactly are you doing here? Is this a vacation? Are you trying to come here to live? Blah, blah, blah. He's just like, I'm just here to see my sister. Get out of my face. So he goes to where his sister used to live. Finds her old roommate or neighbor or something like that. Talks to her. And she's like all chipper. Like, oh yeah, I haven't seen her. I don't know where she is. She left. And it's just like, all right, well, she's not answering the phone, Don't you think something's going on? Then she invites him to a party that same night. So he comes back to the party and it's really weird, awkward. People are doing drugs, people are being violent. She's like, oh yeah, come to the room. And then she's like pushing all up on him while doing drugs. And he's like, oh, did you do drugs with my sister? And I guess they had like some kind of sexual relationship as well. But I don't know. But what makes this scene so awkward for me is that she starts kissing Chadwick Boseman's character. And I'm just like, he's not attracted to her. He's not about to sleep with her. He's literally looking for his sister, who he presumes to be dead. What? Why are we kissing? I don't understand. So to me, I didn't get it. The place where he ends up staying during his time there is like a hotel motel kind of situation. Basically, it's a whole house. There's a lot of people, a lot of prostitutes in there. He walks in, they give him a room where there's a prostitute already in there. He catches them. He's like, whoa, it's kind of awkward. Goes back into another room. He eventually finds this same prostitute later on in a diner. They talk, they exchange words, and eventually she helps him they're like enamored with each other. They're laying in bed together. They kissing, and it's just like you're here to look for your sister, who you now have found out is dead. You've been to the morgue. You found her mutilated body. She's been tortured. Why do you have time to play savior to this prostitute crazy lady? That part is not necessary. To me, one thing I hate about most films, everything has to have a love story in it. There's not a film, it could be an action film, somewhere there's some kind of love interest. Is it necessary? No. This is why one of my favorite films is Angels and Demons. It's one of the only films that has just the slightest, not even a real love interest, but there's no love interest in the story. It's just about the plot. Anyway, this film, I really cannot, I feel like I would probably have to watch it 10 more times to really analyze it more, to find the genius behind it. But to me, it's a really mediocre film. I feel like Chadwick Boseman could have done a lot better as far as choosing roles, because that director, to me, he didn't do justice to this film, to the storyline. A lot of it, it was just a really convoluted story that I didn't get it. And in the end, he goes back to South Africa, and they greet him and they're like, "Welcome back, detective. How was your holiday? Did you see your sister?" So this whole time he's a cop, and I'm just like, so you can use your special cop skills to find out who? What was the point? I didn't get it. I thought there was something more to it. What was the point of them now saying that, oh, he's not a cab driver, he's a cop? Anyway, Chadwick Boseman, I still love you. I can't wait to see Black Panther. So anyway, that's all I have for today's review. Thank you all so much for watching once again. Don't forget to check out my other videos. More to come, more to come. See you all next time right here on Blackgirlcinema. Bye.